episode where we're just delivering you some more greatness per usual each week, every Tuesday. You already know.
Always.
Yeah, so girl, let's just go ahead and talk about how you've been missing this aurora that has happened over the past week. I'm like, I don't even know what she's talking about because I am a little upset about the fact that usually I'm like with the moon, with the stars. I'm all over my, solar system astrology stuff. And I had no idea that that was even going to be happening.
Yeah. Well, it was such a last minute, like random thing. Like, I want to say sometime in the afternoon that day on Friday, I was like getting all these like emails and stuff talking about it because it's
Hmm.
something that just kind of like popped up. It's not like a solar eclipse where like they know this like,
Right.
well in advance.
Beforehand.
So I think it caught a lot of people by surprise. And
Yeah.
no matter how long I looked out my window, I didn't see a goddamn thing. And I was so pissed. And I'm like, I thought about it, but I was like, I didn't really want to, but I should have just like left the house and like gone for a drive and
Hmm.
just like explored because the pictures that people have was like,
Beautiful.
I can't. And that's like one of my bucket list items is to see the
Yes.
northern lights and to have them be like at my house and not have to go travel like
Right.
and just cross
Exactly.
that shit off. I don't have to go to Iceland anymore. But that's still on my my to-do
To-do
list now,
list.
unfortunately.
Yes, it's so funny because I feel like recently, and by recently I say within like the past year recently, that I seen pictures of the same but like from a view in Rhode Island.
Yes.
And it was like, oh, I didn't realize that same thing was happening here. I was like, damn,
Mm,
because I remember that night I seen like a flash of light, but it was like really weird. Like it just like it wasn't lightning. I don't know what it was
mm,
because I'm just in the house doing stuff and then I just realized like there's this huge flash and I'm like, I don't know if it has anything to do with it. I don't know how it transitions. I'm pretty sure it wasn't it.
mhm.
But for all I know, maybe it's people's cameras or something that was going off. But I was just like, I didn't know this was occurring. And especially to miss out on something so beautiful, it was like,
Yes.
oh, that's such a bummer. But you had me cracking up though because you were just like, "Well, damn it, I missed it. Oh, maybe I could catch it this time." And it was like, "Damn, girl, like I think you might have missed your opportunity."
I think I did because the way that like the storm was so intense, it was like the
Mm-hmm.
strongest geomagnetic storm we've had in like since like I think it was like 2004, 2005 or something like that. So
Goodness,
it's so rare. It doesn't happen often and you don't know
exactly.
when it's coming. So it's like who knows when and if the next one's going to occur and for it
Mm-hmm.
to be all the way here and like in so many different states at the same time like
Yeah, that
it was
too.
huge. Like
Yeah, guess you're going to travel, girl.
I'm
Just
gonna
get it
have
on your
to, but
list. Just put on your. I mean, why not? Because then you have an experience to travel to another country, and you just add a couple notches on the belt of
yeah.
like things to do and get done.
I mean, I guess, but the unfortunate part with that is that you're not guaranteed to see them when you go there.
It's true.
So it's
It's
like I
true.
can do all this and spend all this money, and then knowing
You
me,
still miss
it'll
it.
be the same fucking result. So it's
Yeah.
like, is it even worth it? I don't even know. Because,
Yes, it's worth it because again, it's an experience somewhere
yeah,
else
yeah,
and
yeah.
you can't book your whole trip
Mm,
around that. That has to be a part of the trip, but you got to have other
That's
good
the whole
stuff for the
trip.
trip too. Oh, girl. Oh,
It's
my
the whole
Cassie.
trip, okay? And
Okay.
that's my fault because I fucking missed it. Both nights because so Friday it was like the best it's ever gonna be. Saturday was a wash, and then
Hmm.
last night some people or Sunday night some people saw it as well. And
Oh, really?
yeah, so
Oh, I didn't
there's
realize.
like you might be able to see it a couple of nights throughout the week, but the chances
Hmm.
are so much smaller just because Friday's
It's
storm was like so great. So
right. Jeez Louise.
yeah,
Yeah, there were some nice ones. So kudos to y'all who got really nice pictures out there because wow, like
yeah,
you don't
like I
even need
can't
a good camera
imagine.
for that either. Just take out your phone.
Yes, people and that's the thing
Mm-hmm.
too, I guess some of them you couldn't really see with the naked eye, and you had to take the picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was over there snapping all these pictures outside my window to see what I could find, but I
Looking
couldn't.
back at your photos, like, all right, so I got 50 pictures of nothing.
Pretty much.
It's all
And I'm
looking the
so
same.
pissed. And there is one picture though where like there's like a little purple like
Little
circle.
gleam.
But I swear, like, I don't think that's it. I think it's just like some weird like reflection of like the light and whatever. Cause like there's
Oh
some like
no.
building lights around where I live. So that's what I
I'm
think it
sorry
is.
to
I'm not
laugh.
gonna, think that like my camera caught something
Get your
because just
hopes
the
up.
pattern was just weird.
Incorrect.
So
Yeah. That is hilarious. Aw.
I'm so
It's
sad.
okay. You'll
No,
get him next
and
time, Tiger.
if you have any idea how like upset I am by this, and I feel like I'm the only one that cares. I'm like going on to my boyfriend about it, and he's just like, I know he's not listening to me. Just
I
like,
mean,
why does no one care?
you were pretty passionate about it. I was like, this bitch don't ever be texting. Where is she coming from? What is she talking about? I'm like, is she still texting? I'm like, oh, she's carrying on a whole conversation. She be MIA. I was like, oh, she was really into this.
I was like nerding the hell out, and I'm just like,
You
I
were.
don't understand. Like, why does nobody care? This is like such a rare thing.
Oh, it's so funny because that's how I feel about the like when Mercury's in retrograde and
Oh, that shit, I don't give a fuck.
the new moon and
And that shit happens
that's
like every day. Like,
no,
ooh,
it doesn't happen each month, but it doesn't happen every day.
I
But
mean,
but I'm just saying my energy like is not as serious as yours was, but it's similar where it makes me excited and you know, but damn girl, I'm sorry.
I'm just, if you haven't been able to tell, I'm very butthurt by the whole situation.
Oh my gosh. Well,
uh,
how was your Mother's Day? Did you spend
Devastated.
time with your mother?
I did
Was she
not.
gone?
Well, she had actually just gotten back, but she, was tired, which
Mhm.
I kind of expected and whatever. So, no, we're
Right.
gonna have a belated Mother's Day.
Oh, nice. Good. Are you
Yeah.
doing anything good? Just going to get some lunch, just kind of like the huge.
Probably. I
Yeah.
don't really know what the events are going to unfold.
It's always a surprise with her sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. But knowing us, some kind of food's involved. So
Oh, for sure you have
that,
to.
yeah, that will definitely happen. Just where and when, not exactly sure, but trust
Mm,
and believe we'll get there.
and I foresee a little shopping in the mix. I don't know why,
Oh
but
God. I'm trying to like just do like dine and dash with her these days because she'll have me out for like a full 48 hours.
oh my gosh.
Uh,
Well, listen, you have to do what she wants in honor of Mother's Day.
I mean, I guess, but technically it won't be Mother's Day, so does it still really count?
I can't stand you. I cannot.
I'm just kidding. I'll do whatever her little heart
You sure will.
desires.
Yep. Yo, y'all, Cassie over here talking this ish, but she gonna be right there by her mom's side, just
Mm,
going along with whatever needs to be done because she loves her mom and that's what she does. So you
true,
ain't fooling
true.
nobody, girl. You ain't fooling nobody.
I know, I'm not trying to, but you know. So yeah, so I didn't really do anything, which was
Mm-hmm.
actually unexpectedly more needed than I had realized.
Good.
So that was good. But
Mm.
what about you, Missy?
Mine sounds quite similar.
Oh, thought you had all
No,
these
like
plans.
no, I did. So like really the plan was to go to the picnic, go to the park, have a nice little picnic.
Mm-hmm.
The weather was too cold, so days in advance I'm like,
Oh,
we can go ahead and cancel that plan because I want to be outside and warm. I don't want to be
right.
out there eating and shivering and wishing I was in the house. So,
Yeah,
so I was like, and as the days kept getting closer, the temperature kept getting colder, and I'm
of
like, this
course.
is some bull.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I it really wasn't the best backup plan, but it's something that I been wanting to do and needed to get done. So I said, how about we like just do a little cleaning because
Oh,
cleaning makes
jeez.
me happy at the end of the day.
This
Listen,
bitch. She
listen,
would. My
but
Mother's Day great escape plan is to clean.
but he was also down to be a
Oh,
part of it.
shit.
So it was just like quality time and like you have some music on, you're just like cleaning, but it's not like wiping things down cleaning. It's like throwing old things out cleaning. So it's
Gotcha.
just, it's a different kind of like
Yeah.
it doesn't vibe the same. So, it was gonna be a whole moment. But leading up to Mother's Day, I, had to have my hair done. So I had to do my hair because I wasn't gonna be looking all raggedy on Mother's Day.
Mhm.
So I was up late as hell. And then I was up late as hell the following night because I went out with my sister, which I just want to
Oh.
say was such a good time because
Oh,
my
good.
sister and I do, obviously, as you already know, we don't get a lot of time together. So,
Yeah.
we went out to dinner, we went out dancing, and we had a good time.
Dancing,
Um,
okay.
Yeah, pretty sure my neck is hurt. And I wasn't even dancing like that. Like maybe my
Mhm.
neck hurts because I was a little too stiff with my dancing, but I was not even like getting it like that because y'all, listen,
Say, first of all, Amanda stiff in her dancing. When does that happen?
yo, but like being out and being like where I am in life now, because I'm not going to refer to myself as old, but being where I am in
Mm.
life now and being out with the younger crowd, like it's different. It's so different because one, I don't even know most of the songs that are playing. So I'm like, what the hell is this? And then
Yeah.
it's like most song you know what? I'll say this DJ had a good mix, but most songs are just like throw that and shake
Oh, yeah, a
that
whole bunch of that
and
kinda stuff, yeah.
yeah, and it's just like you gotta twerk to everything. And it's like, do y'all not know how to do anything other than twerk? Like there's actual dancing other than just like
Is
twerking,
there
Oh,
Yeah. No, I
yes. Like, yes, bitch, do it.
I hear you, I hear you.
But it was a good time
Mm.
nonetheless. But I was out late 2 nights in a row, and I don't be out late. So
Oh, okay.
by the time Mother's Day came, I was exhausted. I was so tired. And we literally just had the most
Mm.
chill day, which was the best thing that I knew I needed. I knew I needed
Well.
it, but he provided me some delicious breakfast. Had mimosas for breakfast, of course, because it's
Okay.
only right. Um, he got me a lovely gift, which I'm so excited because I can go and get my car tinted because that's my man for me. Okay. I'm so hyped because y'all, I'm out
Mm.
here driving in a fishbowl and I don't like it. I do not like it. So I'm really excited
Mm.
for that. But no, it was a super chill day. The baby napped, I napped, and we went out for a walk later in the afternoon and it was just super, super chill. Very uneventful. Like the most uneventful day probably out the whole week.
Yeah, but, sometimes, those days are just, like, truly needed, like
They are. And when I tell you he did everything all day, he did all the cooking, all the dishes, anything the baby needed, he did. I didn't have to do anything. Like
That's
literally, he
nice.
just, and without like asking, it was just an
Mhm.
automatic, like he's already doing this. Oh, don't get up, don't do that. Do you want me to bring this over to like, which he usually is like very courteous, anyways.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like
It's
the
a little
baby, it was
extra.
just, those videos where it's like the dads are snatching the baby out the way so they don't catch up to the mom, and it was just like it felt like one of those kinds of days where it's just like anytime she was like almost close, it was like he'd get her out the way. And it was like, oh yeah, just peacefully moving around the house. But yeah, no, it was a cool day. It was pretty cool. So,
Mhm.
it was just kind of looking in hindsight, it was a pretty good week overall. So
Good.
I'm glad I wrapped it up with some rest because it was very much needed. Your girl is not operating like she used to 10 years ago. I'm gonna tell you that.
Well, that is unfortunate, but I am glad to hear that you had a nice kind of like relaxing day and
Hmm.
weekend and things like that. And, again, that's sometimes the only thing that you can truly ask for. And as long as you were happy and had a good day, no matter what
Right.
that looked like, then that's all that really
Yeah.
matters.
Oh, and he fed me all day. I just want to point that out. He didn't just feed me breakfast. He fed me all day. Just want to share that.
Well, there's nothing better than that.
Girl, listen, the way to my heart.
Yes, yes, that is facts.
It ain't only for the men, ladies.
No, I know. Um, but it's funny that you say that how, like, you were going out and stuff and you just felt, like, kind of, you know, older, but you don't wanna, like, age yourself and talk about it and whatever.
You could talk about it. It's fine. It's fine. I just,
Oh, please, you always yell at me every time I bring it up, some kinda, like,
you
age difference or whatever. You're like, "Ah, don't."
whatever. Anywho, get to where you were going.
So, when you were, like, talking about that and stuff, it just kinda, like, had me thinking I was trying to okay, y'all, don't get tired with me because I'm gonna keep trying to, like, bring this up because I do find it to be relatively entertaining at times. But when you had just brought that up, it made me think when I was scrolling through Reddit before and, like, trying to, like, find things to, like, talk about, there was actually one that I had came across that
Oh
says,
gosh.
"You know you're getting old when." So I was
Oh
like, "You
my
know what?
gosh.
Why don't I just, like, look that up really quick and just try to, like, read through it and, see if there's something on here that can be somewhat entertaining since we're on this since
Yes,
we're
we're
kind of
already on
on
this
this
path.
topic.
Oh my gosh, I have one. You know, you're old when your neck is all jacked up out of nowhere after a night of dancing. Y'all, that's me.
Well,
That's me.
yeah, that's true. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep that one to myself.
Oh,
Um,
you little girl, girl,
so,
girl, girl, girl.
so
I was gonna say something, but I was like, that was just gonna blow up the spot. So I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing. Anywho, see y'all. This is
um,
what I gotta deal with.
see, but I don't. Who knows? Maybe the people can't, pick up what's going on right now. Anyways, so, you're getting old when
Mm.
you're on the mailing list for hearing aids.
Ooh, child. Goddamn. That's offensive. It's offensive.
When you get the senior citizens, wow. When you get the
Okay.
senior citizens discount without asking.
Oh wow. You know, some people be excited about that. And honestly, I would be too, because nowadays a discount at any point is great.
That is that's valid. Sometimes I'm like, "Damn, why can't
Right.
I?" Oh man. Um, I don't know how you hurt yourself doing this, but when you hurt yourself scrolling all the way down to your birth year when registering at a website,
Oh, this going
um,
far.
I've
Goddamn.
even kind of noticed that though, like for us, like I'd be scrolling a
No.
little bit and I'm like, "Wait,
No.
where?"
I be doing the Wheel of Fortune. I mean the Price is Right type of spin on that shit. I'm like, no, we just gonna get one strong spin in here and get right to where I need to go because we're not gonna keep scrolling and scrolling.
That's true, I guess. Oh man. You have more doctors than friends.
That's fucked up.
I mean, hey, when you get older, right? You got to make sure that your health is in
Yeah,
check.
but I've never thought about that like that. Like that's really fucked up. It's kind of sad.
I mean, when you actually like sit and actually start like thinking about what that actually means,
Like
then yeah,
goddamn.
I guess.
Oh no,
Like
I
my
wasn't
my
thinking that
first
deep. I
thought
was
didn't
like,
go to like, oh well, I'm older, so my friends are dying before me, and now I have no
oh
one's
no,
no.
I didn't even think that wasn't my
Well,
first thought either. It was just like, damn, like you got that many doctors, you ain't got that many friends. Goddamn, like
oh, I mean, it could go either way, right?
it's pretty morbid. Yeah.
That's who I am. Um, let's see. Your boss and doctors are younger than you. Hmm.
Nah,
Shouldn't you be retired by then?
that's a fact.
Oh
That's a whole
man.
fact.
When you can get an apartment in the 65 plus complex your mother lives in. Girl, if
Ooh,
only I
child.
could, because when I'm telling you these senior living communities are absolutely gorgeous.
Nice.
They are 10
There's
times more beautiful than anything for us common folk.
they are they're
And
they're so nice. That's why.
like they are super cheap and like what the fuck? Why can't this be for everybody? Like why do we have to be over 65? Like they're not going to be there for that long. It's not
That's the
fair.
whole point. They got a nice quick turnaround. It
Mm.
ain't gonna get all jacked up.
It's just awful. I'm like I've never been so mad about that. The amount of
If
times you see
only
a beautiful
Cassie was
place.
65. She get her senior citizen discount and she have a great community to live in. God
Right?
damn.
Sounds like a good lifestyle.
And I just
If you
wanted to
ask
grow up to
me.
be at least an adult, and now 65 is the goal.
Oh, it usually is. I guess that's the golden year. No pun intended.
I've all said.
Okay, let me see if there's like one or two more before I just bore you guys. Oh God. When you decide what to purchase on, whether you'll outlive it.
Ooh,
Talk about morbid.
right. Like,
Okay.
damn. That's
Oh,
effed up.
all right. And I'm gonna end it at this one just because this one kind of caught my attention. Your facial recognition doesn't recognize you.
Oh, shit.
I'm
That
gonna
ain't
guess
right.
because all the wrinkles.
My goodness. Wow. You're gonna need like a filter for face recognitions.
Right? Like age.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean, right, but if you can't get in your phone, how are you gonna like retake the photo for it to like recognize you?
I don't know, but I don't even use the face recognition.
Oh,
Ain't
I
nobody trying
do.
to catch me sleeping, catching my phone.
I don't even think that that works. That just sounds weird. Um, but all right, guys, there's your little like impromptu Reddit
Little Reddit
read for the
blurb.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
She read it on Reddit. Yo. But
This is
can we just talk about it feels like throwback times right now because
oh,
ideally it's summer soon. It's
talking about
gonna
being
warm
old.
out.
Sorry, you said
What?
throwbacks and being
Oh,
old. It's just
good reference.
we're theming
Facts.
it out here.
So it's starting to get warm outside, and I feel like it's kind of like back in the day where I feel like people be out, and that's when the beef starts because everybody's outside and they seen each other again. And here we go with all these rappers and these disses, and just random ass beef, which it's like super random. I
Definitely.
just don't understand. But I just find it so interesting how it just easily consumes the mass,
Mhm.
and everyone's just like sucked in by this beef, and it's just like where did this start? Like,
Girl, I don't
and
know. I don't
and
follow
what's
for
the
that kind of
point?
stuff. I don't
You
know.
know, I don't either, but I just find it so interesting. And it's funny because it's like I just randomly heard about the beef with like Drake and Kendrick, and then all of
Mhm.
a sudden I'm at the grocery store and someone's blasting Kendrick's diss, and I'm like, okay, like damn, we already bumping it that hard. Like, okay. And then that same person is like in the grocery store singing the song out loud. And I was like, wow, like people are really out
We're
here
really
riding
out there.
hard. Yeah, like they really riding
That's
hard.
interesting.
Yeah, I just thought it was like, okay, like, damn, anything else going on in these people's lives? I don't know, because like these rappers are really like sucking everybody in, and that's no pun intended because we know the little diddler, his allegations.
Not the little diddler. Oh my god. I don't even know where to go from there.
You know exactly where to
Uh,
go from there. Girl.
I do. I do.
Girl.
Just wild. I mean, talk about beef. Everyone got beef with Diddy, and now, there's just so many things
Where do you
snowballing.
begin?
I don't even know, right? Because, like, okay, so you have all this stuff going on with Diddy that we already, like, touched based on in our episode, Did he do it?
Mm-hmm. Did
And,
he?
well, if he would get his son to shut up,
I know. My goodness.
because God, just because so you know how, like, we've been talking about it and with everything going on with Diddy, and then we have this little funny side commentator over here, 50 Cent, like,
Oh,
cracking
he's so
jokes about
entertaining.
everything. He really is. I started following him because of all this back and forth beef that's going on just because I didn't realize he was such a funny human. Um, and I don't
He is.
understand how, like, he is just having a ball with all this kind of stuff, and I'm just like, I really, really hope that no one has anything on him because the way he be cracking on literally everyone else and their shit, like,
All the
if he was
time.
into some kind of funkiness that, like, all these other people are into, like, oh my god, people will certainly have a field day. So I
Oh,
hope that he is far removed from
yo.
any of this drama.
A field day is an understatement because like viral is an understatement at that point.
Yes. Just
Oh
the
my
amount of trolling
gosh.
that he does, but I'm like, if he's trolling that hard, there's no way he has any
He
kind
ain't
of,
got
like,
right. He
you
don't got
know.
anything good going on or anything juicy like these people
Right.
do.
Yeah, and I can't see him harassing people and all that, like, nonsense.
Yeah, with
Um,
something for it to be lingering over him. But man, he is quite the
mhm.
character. I actually find it quite interesting that Diddy's son, and to be clear, King Combs, the son that actually looks a lot like him,
Yeah.
um, is has this diss track out. And
I think it was leaked too, though. I don't even know if it was, like, officially dropped.
oh, so even better. It was leaked. And this little dum dum, like, talks about, he makes a reference to 50 with his mini men line in there.
Mhm.
But the most intriguing part of it all, of course, is this little idiot talking about the feds and about the feds looking in the wrong houses because they bought the house next door.
Mhm. Like, what are we doing here? Like, your dad should smack you upside the head. Like,
A couple of times because what?
girl,
And
I
you're
don't know.
calling yourself King Combs. You're calling yourself King Combs, and you're just straight snitching on yourself,
Mhm.
snitching on
And
your
the whole
family.
family, like,
Right.
what's wrong with you? Like, why would you even put that out there? Like, you're not in the clear, like, y'all are still under investigation, like,
Hello.
why are we, like and it has been, like, talked about numerous times that the feds use song lyrics against whoever they're pursuing. So it's like,
Hello.
what are we really doing here? Like, why are you putting all this in a track? And even if it wasn't released and it was leaked and whatever, like, still, why would you
Why?
have something recorded about that, like, regardless, like,
Exactly.
it doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Like, lay low, chill out. Like you have been. It's been quiet. Ain't nobody been
Mhm.
thinking about y'all.
Right. And that's the biggest thing, right? Is like you have all this, like you said, like the Kendrick and Drake beef going on. Like that has been such a huge distraction. I haven't really seen Diddy in the news in a while. And then here
Right.
your son goes dropping this whatever. And now you're back in the spotlight and you probably got the feds back on you. Gonna come get a subpoena for your other house.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Looking to be relevant. Like,
yes.
or somebody looking to make them relevant, or they got something else that they want to have the feds looking at. Cause it's just like you said, though, why are we putting this in any type of recorded form to
I
be
don't know.
referenced at some point?
Makes no sense to me. I don't get it.
And at that point, I'm not trusting anybody. Like, with
Right.
all of that stuff going on, I'm not trusting. I'm not like you got to be on your P's and Q's, dot your I's and cross your T's. Like you got to
Hmm.
be on it, like beyond on it, and even more so for being a celebrity.
Right. Exactly. Just in general.
Like you don't got no PR that's telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing.
I guess not.
Jesus, oh my
I
goodness. I'm like,
don't know.
yo,
I don't
I,
know.
I don't understand it, but I just find it another good piece of entertainment of
Mhm.
mainly 50 Cent side
Well,
because he be ranking. He knows how to go in on people. And you seen what he's posted on his page, like over here saying something about Meek Mill being a supportive woman to his man Diddy, and you
I didn't see that one.
oh, that was the latest.
Oh,
Ah.
man. No, but then you over here talking about, like, saying that he's scared that King Combs is coming for him. He's like, "I didn't talk about" what did he say? He said, "I talked about Diddy, but I never talked about, like, his children or whatever, so
Hmm,
don't threaten me or, like" not don't threaten me, but, like, don't,
right.
come after me or whatever,
Don't poke the
kind of a
bear.
thing, like
Yeah,
I'm
don't
just
poke
like,
the
"Oh
bear.
my gosh." But,
Yeah,
like, why would you
he's
though? Like, what is worse, right? Coming after 50 or letting all your your marbles out the bag so the feds are gonna come back for you even harder? Like, why are you doing either one of these things? Like,
it's
which
a lose
one
lose.
yeah, like, I don't know, but I'm curious to know, like, which one people think is worse than the other, like, snitching on your family or coming for
Hmm.
50, because like, they're both
Right.
very dumb. So it's like, which is, like,
Dumb
the
and
lesser
risky.
yeah, like, I just
Yeah, which is
wild.
a less dumb move because since we all know they're both dumb, what would you say is the lesser of the two?
Because I don't even know. I would say I don't know. I mean, I guess probably letting the feds know things just because, they've already come at you once and there's nothing from stopping them to do it
Hmm.
again, especially when you're still under investigation. So,
Yeah, and that is actually a hard one. I agree. I do agree
Mhm.
also with the feds like being like that being the dumbest part, but it's like hard because it's like 50, he's a really good shit talker and I don't know what he's able to do to provoke people to do even more dumb things. You know what I mean? Because he's like we're talking about a young kid, the kid's like 26. So, he's still young and doesn't like have the same adult mindset as
Right.
50 is able to. And, obviously 50 has had more life experiences being an older person. So
Mhm.
it's like he talks shit for like a hobby. So it's just like,
Exactly.
he might have some skills on his belt that are able to get King Combs to, F up even more. Who knows?
Yeah, no, exactly. And you really have to be careful what you say because you've seen what 50 did to his baby mama, right?
No.
So, well,
No.
because she was alleged to be a part of this whole Diddy scandal and be his sex worker. So I think I mentioned to you before, he's like unofficially coining the term little sex worker,
Yes,
and it's
yes.
because his baby mama is alleged to be Diddy's sex worker or whatever,
Mm,
and he's using that against her and trying to file for custody of their child, and saying
yikes.
like she's unfit and like whatever because of all these allegations. So it's like you really need to be careful because 50 will certainly
Mhm.
find a way to come at you. And
Yeah.
when he does, like I don't know like what's happened with that or whatever, but
Mhm.
he has a case in my opinion, so
Yeah, yeah. So
you
I don't
never know.
know. Y'all need to go ahead and share with us what you think though, because we need like a little tally on what is actually the dumbest shit that this kid is doing right now. What is the dumbest?
Yeah, it's a loaded question.
Pretty sure feds are gonna be the winning side because like that's pretty high up there. But
Yeah, you'd think.
50, he's something.
Sure is. So we'll just kind of keep on the lookout for all the next drama and happenings because it's surely getting spicy.
Oh yeah, so excited for the tea. Always excited. Stays hot. It was actually
Yeah.
feeling a little lukewarm for a moment, but
Mm,
it's just
not for
gotten hot
long.
again. Yeah, we
Yeah,
freshened that up with some hot water in that bitch.
definitely.
Hmm. Wow. Well, girl, what else you got for some hot sipping tea today? Because 50 is just already entertaining enough. He got anything else going on? Because I feel like we could talk about him every week and he would just be so entertaining.
We probably could. The way he be posting back to back all the
He's
damn
so
time, and
petty.
then throwing in, like, a little, like, promo in the meantime of, like,
He
BMF or, like,
did.
whatever other show is, like, coming on. So
He
it's like
really does. Oh my
he does, and in
gosh.
every post he does, he tags, like, his, drink brands or whatever, and
Yes, he does.
I'm just like, "Oh, man, the smarts on that guy."
He's different for sure.
Yeah. But no,
Good.
I have nothing else, so we
Woo.
can call it a wrap.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it here. Mindset Talks. Don't forget to tune in with your girls each and every week. And until next time.
Bye, guys.